Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to be showing you and reviewing a little bit the newest line by China Glaze. It's called Tronica, and it's all holographic nail polishes. What I've done is I've painted one coat of each of the colors that I have on my nails. I have a total of 9 out of the 12 colors. I do not have all 12. So I'm going to review at least the ones that I do have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by showing you the first one. Here is how it looks on the nail. Again, this is only one coat. And in the bottle, they really don't look holographic in the bottle. And to be honest with you, when you're indoors, you don't see a lot of the rainbow effect. You can see it here a little bit because of the light that I have over it, but it really shows the most in direct sunlight. So if you're looking for something that's going to be rainbow shining in all kinds of light, that's not what these do, but they are really, really cool. So you can see this is maybe 50% of what you see out in sunlight. But this is the silver. This color is called hologram. And again, that's only one coat. But what I wanted to show you too is on this hologram one, what I did is I painted one half of the nail black and the other half white, just with one coat of polish. And then I put I think maybe 2 layers of the hologram over it. But you can see how well this covers. I mean, this is over black polish. But I wanted you to be able to get a look at the way the rainbow shines on here. And you can see it somewhat. It's better, again, in sunlight. And I would say if I had to be hard-pressed to choose which one it looks better over, I would say maybe the black, but it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. The one thing that is nice about these polishes is they do cover pretty well. I mean, this is one coat. They're very, very nicely pigmented. They're not too sheer at all. The next color I will show you is this one here. This is, the color's called Electra Magenta. There we go. This one shows a lot of rainbow in the sunlight. It's such a pretty color. It shimmers really nicely, so this is a good one. This one here is the blue. That one is called High Def. This one is, I would say, pretty good about rainbow shimmer. Again, in this lighting, not so great, but this one I liked also. The great thing about these polishes too is they really have a nice shimmer even in regular lighting. It may not be holographic, rainbows, but it's got such a pretty shimmer. It's almost like having a really super, super microfine glitter, but without the bumpiness. So I kind of like that about these. This color here is the kind of teal color. That one is called Techno Teal. And this one is not quite as rainbow effect shimmer. It does have just as much of the regular glitter type shimmer look, but it's not, you don't see as much of the rainbow effect in this one, but it's still a really pretty polish. The next color I'll show you will be the lime green kind of color. Here it is here. This one is fantastic rainbow effect like the silver. This one is called Laser Lime. This one is great. It's a little more sheer in color just like the silver, so you might want 2 coats of this, but the rainbow effect is really fantastic on this one, so I really like that one as well. The next color I have on the finger here is this purple, and there are 2 shades of purple, and I don't know what the name of the darker one is, but this is the lighter of the 2. This is called Gamer Glam. And that one has a really nice amount of rainbow effect too. You can see a little bit of here in the lighting. So that's that one. On my thumb is this kind of raspberry type of color. It's called Hyper Haute, like haute couture. This one, I would say medium range as far as rainbow effect, but really pretty shimmer. it's nice. I mean, really heavily pigmented. It goes over really nicely in one coat, so that's a nice color too. Next, I will show you this one, and this is the only one out of the 9 colors that I have. There's very little rainbow shimmer to this. It still has that kind of frosty, glittery effect, which is not shown too well even in this camera, but it is a really pretty color, and this one is called 3D Fantasy. So it's going to be personal preference, but if you're looking for high rainbow effect, you won't get as much of it out of this color. And then lastly, out of the colors that I have is this sort of tan type of color. This one is called Cyberspace. And this is another one that has a lot of good rainbow effect in the sunlight. It's, again, semi-sheer when you put it on, but it is a really nice natural looking color, and it's just so pretty. It's really a neat, fantastic polish. Even if you weren't going for it because of the hologram, it's got such a neat shimmer. I just am so pleased with these polishes. Okay, here they are a little bit closer so you can see. See how it's got this nice glitter effect. And then, again, the rainbow effect you're going to have to really see in person because this camera is certainly not doing it justice. But you can see some of the rainbow shimmering in my colors. Here we go. A little bit more clear. And I apologize for any messiness. I was just kind of slapping this on just so I could really kind of test out the colors. But I would give these polishes definitely a thumbs up. One thing also I want to tell you about these as well, you can absolutely put top coat over these in case you're wondering if it makes any difference on the shimmer effect. It really doesn't. It does not diffuse the rainbow at all. In fact, if anything, it would probably help it. The other thing I will tell you too, I've tried putting these over some colored polishes. In particular, this hologram one I put over a silver polish. I tried it over my Celeb City, which is kind of a very foily metallic silver. And I was not happy with that result because what ended up happening was the silver polish underneath really reflected the light, and it made it really hard to see any of this shimmer and definitely hard to see the rainbow because the light was just reflecting off of both. So if you're going to layer it over a polish, I would recommend a flat color, say like white or black or something like that. And I've also tried this one over kind of a bright pink polish, and honestly these are so heavily pigmented it made absolutely no difference in terms of the color. And because these go on so nice and thick in just one coat, you really almost don't need another polish other than a base coat underneath. And then lastly, for when I was painting them on, the one thing you want to know is that you don't want to necessarily swipe over it too many times in a row, because if I swipe once, you get a nice color on here, but if you swipe it again, it starts to almost pull the polish off because it's a little on the runnier side, I would say. So you don't want to keep swiping over the end to get more and more on there. Just wait for it to dry and then add a second coat if you want a second coat on there. So those would be the tips that I would have. I haven't worn these for long enough yet to know how well they wear, but I could probably make a mention of that maybe in one of my upcoming videos. But anyway, so those were the tips I wanted to give you about these. So I hope that you like this. I hope you guys will be able to check them out and get them at your local stores. But here you go. Here's another quick preview of all of the nails. I'll go slowly. And remember that these do show much more rainbow in direct sunlight. That is my review on the Tronica collection from China Glaze. Definitely love it. I definitely hope that you guys will enjoy them too, because I'm so excited. I'm going to be staring at my nails all day in the sunlight, so I'm praying for sun. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.